Hi to all our friends, our stakeholders, the faculty and staff of Foundation University, the alumni, and of course the general community. And we thank you once again for keeping track on our episodes here at iGreyhound. This is another Thursday, and we hope that you have made Thursdays as your regular habit. Once again, this is Cecile Henove, and as always, we make sure that all our episodes here on iGreyhound is something that we would all be wishing as well as longing for, because we will be sharing many insights to you as far as the accomplishments of our faculty, our staff, and students as well. So for tonight's episode, friends, this is no exception because we are featuring the winners of both the provincial skills competition as well as the regional skills competition of TESDA. And Foundation University is one of the participants. So for tonight's episode, may I introduce our guests for this particular segment. Again, this is a winning team, and we are joined as well by the trainer or the coach in the person of Miss Maria Lourdes Sechico, a faculty member of Foundation Preparatory Academy. Hi, Ma'am Lourdes. Pleasant evening.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Ma'am Cecile.
Yes, and thank you very much for accommodating our invitation. And beside Miss Lourdes here is the competitor and also the winner and one of our students at Foundation Preparatory Academy, specifically in the senior high school department. I'd like to congratulate you, Jessie, because you bagged the gold medal in the regional skills competition. Is that no, the gold medal in the provincial skills competition, and a silver medal
in the
regional skills competition. Perhaps you can tell our televiewers the particular category that you joined.
The category that I joined in is electronics.
Yes, and what went on during the competition?
In the competition, we went on several categories also, like the hardware designing, hardware making, and then we went on to the programming, and then as well as fault finding.
Okay, and then perhaps for Ma'am Lourdes, since you were the coach and at the same time also one of the teachers in the TVL, that's technology, vocational
livelihood,
and
yes,
livelihood track, no?
Yes, ma'am.
And Jessie is one of your students.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So how did you prepare, especially for this particular competition, both in the provincial and regional levels, ma'am?
For the provincial, ma'am, we from the meeting up to the competition, we talked together what we should do and planned what should be our strategy during the competition. We prepare, example, buying tools. We talk about everything in terms of tools, what we need, and especially what the materials that we should buy for the competition.
Okay, this is a highly technical competition. After all, this is TESDA, and yes, FPA or Foundation Preparatory Academy has always been on top of such competitions. But tell us about this particular category, electronics, no? Especially so that here is Jessie, you are in your 12th grade in senior high school. In other words, do you do all these things in a particular day, or do you make sure that there is an allotted time for you to prepare for the contest, both in the provincial and regional levels?
There is an allotted time because before we prepare, the coaches from different categories, different skills, they plan like the test packets. They look out, find stuff, and then even modify the test packets themselves. And then when that's all done, they send it to their respective competitors, or me or my other fellow competitors, and then we prepare following the test packet stuff. Like there are different items that we have to prepare or buy, and then there are also schematics, diagrams that we can practice on. There are a lot of stuff in the test packets that we have to memorize or at least be familiar with, like as well as like the calculations for the electronics, especially the hardware, and then some guide programming codes for the programming, and then the error findings. There are also the guide for that as well as the symbols for when different problems come up.
So it's both the software as
Yes,
well as the hardware.
Yes,
also,
ma'am.
my goodness,
Both
no?
hardware and
But listening to Jessie, especially at this time when he already won, no? These two competitions, regional as well as the provincial, of course, I think it takes a lot of discipline on the part of our students, right, Ma'am Lourdes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
But I'm so proud of Jessie, ma'am,
Yes,
because
yes.
he is also knowledgeable enough And with the push and coaching, he was able to do the competition.
Okay, yes. It's a good thing that you mentioned that because I'm also curious about the fact that can he work independently on his own, or should there always be some guidance or coaching coming from his teachers?
Actually, ma'am, I am also giving him time alone, especially in the schematic diagram.
Okay, yes.
In terms of hardware design, he is already knowledgeable with the hardware design and components. My additional support for the training is during the programming.
Okay.
Since programming is somewhat new to my student, this is where we focus during our practice. And aside from that, those extra electronic stuff that he doesn't know, we practice and give him time to do it together. We do it together for the other technical stuff.
Yeah, but of course, during both competitions, it's only the competitor,
Yes,
the
ma'am.
student competitor, and
Yes.
the coach or perhaps the advisor
Yes.
stays in the background.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
We
okay.
are not allowed to help the student during the competition.
Okay, meaning the competition proper already.
Yes.
How long? I'm curious about how long did it take the competitors to finish a particular task?
For the first day, ma'am, whole afternoon 6 hours, 5 hours for the first day. It's only for the schematic diagram, but
Okay.
it took for all the tasks to finish 3 days, but not whole day
Yes,
or whole
yes.
duration. It only took whole day for the second day. After the schematic diagram, the second day is the hardware preparation, the printing, then the assemble of the components for the first morning. In the afternoon, we do the programming already. They do the programming. And the third day, only half day, that's the fault finding or
Oh.
troubleshooting.
Okay. Fault finding, in other words, there are judges who would ask them questions.
Actually, ma'am, it's both the expert, me
okay.
and the expert of from the other competitor, the Cebu. We have to create 3 faults in the components, and the students should locate. All the competitors have the same fault, and all they have to do is to locate the 3 fault.
Okay.
Yes.
So among the coaches, Ma'am Lourdes, because you mentioned that there were, all, of course, other coaches or other teachers or advisors, you came together, you talked about how you can do the so-called fault finding,
ma'am.
and collect all of these and let the students or the competitors
Yes.
tackle them. So
Yes,
it's like
ma'am.
round robin or something, no?
Yes,
Or-
ma'am. But actually, at the very beginning, before the competition, we already have, as what Jessie said, the test package. Every competitor already have the copy of the possible fault. So all they have to do is is to locate from that given guide.
Okay, yeah, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'd like to ask Jessie here, was it easy, mind-boggling to locate, as Ma'am Lourdes had mentioned?
I wouldn't say it's hard, more like really confusing.
Okay. Rather than easy or difficult, it's confusing. Why do you say so?
Because
Jessie?
when you test the components, sometimes they show up as like it's fine, and then when you go to other components, it shows up it's fine, and then connect those 2 components together, it shows up as there's like a problem here. So
Okay. I would have wanted to also see that for myself, no? But is it like finding out for yourself, no? But as you had mentioned, and as Ma'am Lourdes had mentioned, you are working by yourself. No one else, right?
Yeah.
Because you are competing with other student competitors as well from other schools. But what went on in your mind, Jessie, while you were doing that? Like you said, you were confused. One component would have something else, another one would have something else.
like what went on my mind is if this is fine, this is fine, and there's
Okay.
nothing wrong. Maybe there's something wrong between these.
Okay, yeah.
But then when you try to fix it, you find other faults, and then now you get more confused.
Yes.
So like while I was doing that, I wrote down like I think 3 faults was it, and there was only 3 faults on the board. But I kept finding on newer faults on and on, so
okay.
it made me even more confused if the other faults that I found was wrong or right.
Yeah. Okay. So why is that so, ma'am? Yeah, thank you, Jessie. Why is that so? The one that he found out, as Jessie had described it to us.
Actually, ma'am, the fault is very easy to locate during the time, but the purpose of that task is to identify or to assess the student if he already know how to to do repair and troubleshooting. So
Okay,
that's
yeah.
the main objective.
Yes, yes. In fact, I was waiting for the word troubleshoot, no?
Yes,
So that
ma'am.
was the objective of that particular portion of the
Yes, ma'am.
contest.
Yes,
Okay. And of course, Jessie, you were able to find all the faults and like troubleshoot, if I may borrow that same word.
Some of them, yes.
Okay. And how were they assessed, ma'am, by the judges?
For the assessment, it's actually me and the expert of Cebu
Okay.
and the TESDA administrator
Okay.
will have to check for the do the scoring, do the judgment and measurement. So in every after of the test, or example test 1 for the first day, at the end of that day we have to score, check the output of the student, ma'am.
Okay. In other words, because it's really a grueling task, no?
Yes,
Here
ma'am.
you are, you're coaching, and of course you're the teacher of Jessie here, but at the same time, you are also part of the team, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That would assess together with the expert and also coming from TESDA. Now, after this, because you had passed through the provincial competition, onwards to the regional, after this, what would happen next, Jessie?
After regional,
Is there a national
Actually, ma'am,
competition?
since
There
he
is-
already
yeah.
won
Since I'm
silver,
silver.
Okay, silver.
he is not qualified to do the national.
Oh, it's the gold
ma'am.
medalist.
Yes, ma'am, the gold
Oh.
medalist only.
Okay, yeah, and that's why you reached the regional because you were the gold medalist in the provincial. But that's already a great achievement, no?
Yes,
To think
ma'am.
that how many
First timer.
competitors were there?
Actually, there are only 2 competitors,
Okay,
ma'am, from Cebu City.
So that's in the regional
Yes.
level, ma'am,
Yes,
no?
ma'am.
Okay.
They are already also TVL track,
Okay.
senior high school also
Yes,
student.
yes. Okay. So in other words, it's really a tough one. You said something like first time for
Yes, it's our first time to try and join a competition in TESDA. As a first timer, we did not expect that we will won the gold
Yes, yes.
during the provincial. Then we are able to go to regional also, ma'am. So
Regional,
it's a big accomplishment. So for me and with my student,
Yeah.
which is he is also graduating next year.
Yeah.
So it's a big accomplishment
Yes,
also
yes.
for him.
So first time for Foundation Preparatory
Yes,
Academy
ma'am.
to join
Yes.
such a. I think it's really a major competition of TESDA.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. For Jessie here, but Bryle would also be fine, right? That's your second name. For Jessie, is this really the track that you wanted to follow when you reached the senior high school? So in other words, grade 11 and 12. And as ma'am had mentioned, this is your last year in senior high school. Yeah.
I don't really have like a solid track or a solid strand.
Yeah.
I just took ICT because I want to learn a little bit of programming
Yes, okay.
and some of that. So yeah.
Okay. And where are their classes held? Is it at the North Campus?
Yes, ma'am, at the North Campus.
Okay. In other words, I'd like to also underscore the fact that ICT is the strand, no?
Yes, ma'am.
And then TVL, the technology vocation.
TVL
sorry.
is the strand, ma'am.
Sorry. Yeah,
Under TVL is ICT.
Is ICT, yes, okay. Information, communication,
and
technology.
technology.
This is one particular track or strand, no?
Yes,
TVL and then ICT that I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can speak about FPA, Ma'am Lourdes. The big bulk or a majority of our students go to, or is it also an equal distribution among the other strands or tracks?
Actually, ma'am, in ICT, I only have almost 12 for
Oh,
grade 12,
okay.
then 7 for grade 11.
Yes.
But the major strand that most students will go after they finish their junior high school is STEM, then
Okay.
followed by UMS, then ABM.
Okay. So STEM would be science and
Yes,
technology, no? But in a way, listening to both of you, no? In a way, I'd like to think that ICT and TVL would be much closer to maybe STEM, I wonder, because STEM is science and technology.
Yes, ma'am. Somewhat they are the same in
Yes.
terms of technology. They have the same type of subject.
Yes,
They also do programming. STEM also do
Yeah.
programming, ma'am, for their capstone.
Yes,
The same
yes.
with the ICT students. So
Yes,
we're also doing programming
Yes,
for their capstone.
Yes. It's a good thing that you mentioned capstone projects, no,
Yes.
Ma'am Lourdes, because quite a number of our fields of discipline, no, or the disciplines that we are offering here in the university also have capstone projects. But of course, it's not limited to the ICT and the TBL. No?
Yes.
For grade 12, for example, like in your case, Jessie, do you have a capstone as well? Or is this already your capstone project, the one that
So
you did for TESDA?
I think on our finals we do.
Okay.
Not yet pa.
Oh, yeah, we will have to ask your teacher. Although I don't want her to jump the gun, no, so that you would not know probably. So it's coming, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it's going to be part of the requirements?
Yes, ma'am. Part of the requirements before they graduate.
Yes, of course. So that's going to be not too long from
Yes.
now, no?
Yes,
Because,
ma'am.
yeah.
It's almost the end of the first semester of the senior high. Then
Yes.
coming second semester, that will be where the capstone will
Yes,
happen.
right. And that's going to be very soon already, Jessie, no? So you started out as a TVL student in grade 11. Grade 11 and then onwards now to grade 12. Yeah, and this is something that perhaps our viewers would also be curious about. What is a typical, ordinary day for someone who is following your track or your strand, Jessie?
Well,
Typical day.
a typical day in ICT is just we are given task, or most likely in this day, or well, this sem, we're given task on programming things. I don't know, like coding overall, just coding and getting the given results. Like we're given an already given result, and we have to create a code or create a program that gives those same results.
Yeah, okay. What was your favorite project so far, if I can call it as such, among the many projects that Ma'am Lourdes had assigned your class? Favorite, or maybe most difficult, or something that you found really easy?
Probably the coding,
Okay, is what? It is?
where we're like given the like outputs, and we have to make make the same outputs, but we have to do it in the code.
Yeah. What would that be? Easy,
Example.
difficult, or?
I would say it's fairly difficult,
Okay.
but at the same time it's fun because it's engaging.
Yes. Okay. Engaging meaning that
Meaning it's like engaging me, like
you-
I don't
you're-
exactly know the
Yeah,
definition.
yourself and the program that you are working on. Is that what
Like
you
it's
mean?
fun to do, so like it's
Okay.
not like one of those activities where you just do and then you get distracted on other things.
Ah, okay. Oh. So how do you do it? You focus your attention on that one particular project or assignment. You
Yeah.
focus, yeah.
Just focus my whole attention on that,
Yes,
and after
yes.
that's done, focus on other things.
Okay, then you can stand up, no, probably, and do other things. Ay, that's interesting, huh? But what if there are? You mentioned the word distraction, so to speak. I don't want to put it in such a way that distraction would be something that is negative. Distractions like stand up to eat or whatever. Maybe you have other tasks in your other classes. What will you do?
For me, purely just social media, like scrolling to Facebook
Okay.
and as well as YouTube.
Okay, but that's still related to their course, ma'am, right?
Yes,
Oo,
ma'am.
because it's still like maybe
Browsing,
browsing
for
or and so
information.
on. But you consider that as a distraction, quote and unquote, Jessie, Facebook or social media.
I think those are distractions because
Yes.
instead of just doing this
Yes,
specific
exactly.
thing that I can get done very easily,
Okay.
I get distracted in doing things
Okay.
like Facebook.
Yeah. But the distraction, would you call it like, because after all it's related, no, to what you're doing as well. But the distraction, is it something that is disadvantageous for you or advantageous? It's like taking your mind away from something that you are doing. Aren't you giving your mind something like a rest because you are distracted, so to speak? Is that possible in your course?
I think so.
Okay. Better that way, siguro maybe, ma'am, no?
Yes,
Oh.
ma'am.
All your students are as like brilliant as Jessie, as hardworking as Jessie.
Jesse is somewhat a focused student, ma'am.
Okay.
Sometimes he don't sleep, actually.
Yeah.
If he has an interest in something,
Yes.
he give his full attention.
Yes.
Sometimes he comes to school, even though he did not have enough sleep, but he
Okay.
still do and make his task.
Okay. How would you describe that particular, maybe I can call it as a passion, maybe? How would you describe that, Jessie? Because after all, it's like you are focused on one particular task, no? Or undertaking. Is that, I wonder, and I'll ask ma'am, good or bad for you, as
I think
far as you're
it's
concerned?
good.
Yeah. Certainly, it's good. Yeah. For ma'am.
Actually, ma'am, it's good that he has a passion,
Yes.
but sometimes I've always told them, or especially him, that you have to sleep also
Ay,
at some
okay,
time. But
okay.
if he has sometimes a passion, ma'am, like something about the one that you created, it's the what do you call this one? The one that you created in your house that the battery. The battery did.
What happened?
What happened to that battery again?
Oh,
You tell us. You
That
tell our
was
viewers.
that's
the DIY battery.
the DIY battery.
Do-it-yourself battery. You
Yeah.
did that. Oh, and then what happened
Get burned.
Some accidents happen, smoked up.
in your house?
Not
But-
in my house.
Not in your house. Okay.
Just up outside.
Thankfully, no? Thankfully, yes. Okay. But do it yourself, no? DIY battery. The battery, what was it used for?
Just to power up some stuff. I don't really have any specific thing to power up using the
Okay.
battery. Just a battery, just a normal battery that I made.
Yeah. But you made it yourself because you
Yeah.
DIY, no? Do it yourself. Okay. But pursuing it a little further, what went wrong? Because after all listening to you, it's like you're so meticulous. Nothing should go wrong with the projects that you're doing.
What went wrong with the battery is that majority or not sure, but some batteries do have protective circuits built into them, so they don't go kaboom.
Okay.
But mine doesn't.
Oo. So maybe that would be one of the things that you would also look into later on, no? So that nothing of that sort would happen. But Jessie, and I think I'd like to also ask, of course, Ma'am Lourdes, no? Is this your parang your first choice to be in this track or strand? Or yeah, but I think you said that you don't really have a particular strand in mind. But why this particular strand? Why not STEM? Science and technology, why not ABM or humanities?
Well, I'm not that good at math.
But is there no math here?
There
ma'am?
is math
There is
actually,
math,
ma'am.
I think.
Even electronics, ma'am, has a math
Yes,
calculation.
yes.
Actually, it's good, ma'am. But you can tell, ma'am, about the story. What happened? Why did you came into ICT?
Yeah,
There
please
is
tell.
behind story about you getting the TVL ICT.
Okay, please
okay.
tell our viewers.
The behind the
Jessie.
story here is that my mom and me were like just discussing if I go to STEM or go to ICT.
Okay.
But then in the end, when I was supposed to say I wanna go to STEM na lang, it was already put that I would go to ICT.
What do you mean? In the enrollment form?
Yes,
It was
ma'am.
already
The
indicated there.
parents of Jessie put ICT instead of STEM.
Of STEM.
Yes, ma'am. That's
Okay.
the
Because
behind.
it was between those two, STEM or
Yes, yes.
ICT. I wanted to go to ICT, but changed my mind to STEM, but then it was already put in.
That it's ICT.
Yes.
Okay. But are there regrets, Jessie, by any chance? Happy? No. Okay. So you think that this is the right choice? Is it
Well, I
that-
guess, yeah.
Yeah. That must be something like they say it's a sign, no? And here you are. We're just counting the months, ma'am, right?
Yes,
Before
ma'am.
graduation. But your students, ma'am, how do you spot a particular student who may have the passion or the love for something that he or she may be doing?
For me, ma'am, I can already spot on if that student excel. Aside from excelling, they have extra interest.
Yes,
That
okay.
they have focused their attention, and they will tell me that, ma'am, I am doing this and that. They tell me, ma'am, about their passion, other passion aside from the subject. And aside from that, they do extra. They do beyond what is being told them during the lesson. Then they also share it with me, ma'am. That's why I can easily spot the students who have these different passions or good or skills in that particular area.
What do they usually go into, ma'am?
Some of my students go into animation. I have other students who is good in 3D animation.
Okay, but that's still related.
Yes,
no,
ma'am.
to
Aside
the
from
track.
that, he is also good in programming. Actually, supposed to join the provincial skills, but unfortunately, we do the contest here in internal contest from the college and my student
Yes.
for the graphics design. But it was the college students that was chosen to
okay.
represent
Okay,
FU.
yes. So just a bit of a clarification.
Yes.
The skills competition sponsored by TESDA is
Yes.
open to both senior high school
Yes, ma'am.
students
And college. Yes,
students.
ma'am.
Yes, and I think we were able to interview as well the winners
Yes,
last
ma'am.
week. No, so yes, kudos once again to Foundation Preparatory Academy. So perhaps in this particular segment, Ma'am Lourdes, and of course for Jessie, this is your time to maybe thank or convey your gratitude to all those who have helped you, and yes, maybe invite our viewers out there to try out what we can offer at Foundation. Maybe Ma'am Lourdes first, and then Jessie.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm inviting, first of all, I would like to thank the Foundation University for giving us the opportunity to join the provincial skills competition and as well as regional skills competition. Thank you for the support during the whole competition. Without your support, we will not be here today. But also, I would like to invite all the viewers, try and come to FPA. We have a lot of courses that you would like to join. We also have ICT that we are very proud of, and here is one of our product in ICT.
Yes.
And that's it,
Yes.
everyone.
Thank you and congratulations
Thank
once
you,
again,
ma'am.
Ma'am Lourdes. And then yes, our competitor who is now a winner as well, Jessie.
I want to thank personally Foundation University for giving me this opportunity, because I wouldn't know that I'm actually quite decent at electronics if this opportunity haven't arisen. And I also want to thank the funds because without the academy support, we wouldn't have some of the tools, some of the equipment,
Yeah.
especially the components that's used for the competition itself. That's why I also want to shout out for my sisters going to Cebu.
Okay. Your sister is also going to compete?
Yeah.
Yes, wow, very nice. No, yes. So in other words, you also provided, ma'am, right? The gadgets, the equipment, and other things that are needed in the competition. So shout out to both of you, and
Thank
to
you,
Foundation
ma'am.
Preparatory Academy. Thank you very much, and we hope to garner more awards and more medals in the future. Of course, with the leadership and the guidance of Ma'am Lourdes Sechico. Yes, and then congratulations once again, Jessie. Yes, we have just been talking to one of our winners, one of our student competitors, and this is in the field of electronics, both in the provincial skills competition as well as the regional skills competition. Our episode, iGreyhound, will be right back after these few reminders. Yes, we're back on iGreyhound once again, friends, and we are being streamed live on the Facebook page of Foundation University, and we are also being streamed live on Channel 6 of Filproducts TV-Dumaguete. And yes, we are now in our second segment, and we are still interviewing and, of course, extending our congratulations to our team of Foundation Preparatory Academy who brought honors and accolade to the university, especially as they competed in the TESDA provincial as well as the regional skills competition. So I'm talking to the winning team of mobile robotics. Yes, mobile robotics. And this is now being composed of, I'd like to start off with coach or the expert in the person of one of our teachers at the senior high school of Foundation Preparatory Academy in the person of Mr. Jenkins Baba. Hi, Sir Jenkins, and good to see you, but this time on a different platform, on TV.
Good evening, everyone. It's nice to see you again, Ma'am.
Yes, right.
This is a great opportunity for me and as well as my team to be here.
Yes. And this is, I think, one particular time when we can see them in flesh.
Yes, ma'am.
Because they brought honors to the university. Yes, okay. So may I also introduce our team on mobile robotics. First and foremost, their names all start with a letter J. Sir Jenkins first, and to distinguish one from the other, I'll introduce first your full name, Mr. John Paul J. Berbosidad,
Yes,
but I'd like to call you Paul. Hi, Paul, and welcome to iGreyhound.
Hello, Ma'am Cecil. Nice to meet you again. It's a nice opportunity to meet you in flesh also.
Yes,
So-
yes, and yeah, congratulations for your victory. Yes, and beside Paul here is his teammate in the person of another John, this time John Larry Claro, but I like to call him Larry for short. Hi, welcome to iGreyhound, Larry.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for inviting us here, and iGreyhound, and good evening.
Yes, and this is one particular time when we can now say congratulations to both of you as well as to your coach or your expert, sir. Maybe you can tell our viewers some more or perhaps a few details, no, on the competition that was sponsored by TESDA. Yours is mobile robotics.
Yes, TESDA organized a series of skills competition, and one of them is this, mobile robotics. So, of course, mobile robotics is something to do with robotics, but most likely it could be RC, remote controlled, or autonomous, meaning it can work on their own. So the importance of this skills competition is that to enhance the capability of each of the participating students, okay, their ability to build innovative robots.
Yeah.
Okay, and that is the main goal of this skill competition.
Yeah.
And maybe the hard part here is finding the best team in the FPA.
Yes, and you chose them yourself, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Together with the other members of our team at FPA as well. Yes, these are senior high school students. Jay is in his grade 11,
Yes,
11th
AD
grade.
11.
AD.
Yes, arts and design.
Arts and design. Okay. Arts and design. And then for Larry, grade 12.
ABM, Accounting Business Management.
ABM.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there you are. Yes. In the earlier segment that we had, they were all TVL, or the competitor, student competitor is a TVL student. But this time, sir, it's a combination, no? Combination of these students. But that is fine.
There's a story behind this one.
Okay, sige, sir. Please tell our
Maybe,
viewers.
I can a little bit share the story.
Yes, please do.
First is my another job here in FPA, in the high school department.
Yes.
I'm also their IT support.
Yes.
And one of my job is to connect the Wi-Fi of the students. And one time, Larry is a transfer student.
Transferee.
Transferee,
Okay.
grade 12 transferee student.
Okay.
He came to my office, and I let him check his device and connect to the Wi-Fi, and he saw inside my office the different projects I displayed, like the automatic cash bin, and like atong blind stick can detect obstacles, etc.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
he is very interested in, in those things, and he told me that he is also fond in robotics.
Okay.
And I asked him what is his strand, and he told me ABM.
ABM.
Why?
Yeah.
Why ABM? Maybe Larry can share why.
Yes. And that he is also interested in something that is technology oriented,
Yes,
no?
ma'am.
Yes, okay. Maybe we can ask Larry, sir? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Larry. What is the story also behind your being interested in those things that you have now competed in and that your strand or your track is ABM?
First of all, when I was a child, I was so interested in like remote control things. I like
Toys or
toys,
something?
drones, and
Drones.
also other robotic things. The strand in robotics is actually the STEM strand, but I do like STEM, so my heart choose also the ABM. But my robotics talent is a pure talent also. So I choose ABM, and Sir Jenkins choose me to represent the school for the robotics team. So he also know that I'm good at robotics because I told him once because in grade 11 I schooled in a university there in Cebu. We compete there in some of the robotics competition also. So that's why I told Sir Jenkins that because I'm so interested in their inventions.
Yeah. In other words, Larry, this is not new to you, no? The competition that you joined in. Not new to you, yes, because you have joined previous competitions in your school in Cebu also. Wow. So it's not dependent, sir, on their strand or their
ma'am.
track, no? So long as they may be interested
enthusiasts.
or they are good.
Yes, ma'am.
Oo, yeah, because after all, it's a competition. Yes, okay. I'd like to ask Paul this
Yes.
time, no? Yes, your interest in robotics and whether this is also in keeping with your strand, which is
AD, Arts and Design.
arts and design. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
So-
tell us your story as well.
So yeah, first of all, same as Larry, like I like toys since I was a kid. Remote control, drones,
Yeah.
and other things. But when they are damaged, I'm pulling the parts out and combine into one.
Okay.
So like I like fixing things.
Yes,
so
yes.
that's why I know things like that.
Yeah.
And since I was in grade 7 at Cosca, we tried robotics that time, but it was our subject TLE.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so since I was a transferee here, I'm new to FPA because I grabbed the opportunity and I chose arts and design because I'm into photography and designing. So
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that he recruited me as assistant from robotics. That's why I joined the robotics
The competition.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. But you work as a team, right?
Yes, we work as a team.
It has always been a team, sir, that we send for mobile robotics.
This is the first time we actually joined in
For
Tesla competition.
FPA.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yes. Okay. So this is the team that we sent for the very first time
Yes,
as well. Just like the earlier interviewees on electronics also.
Yes, ma'am, because
Yes.
I think the Kinaadman, I think.
Yes,
just,
Kinaadman Institute. Yes.
invited the high school department because during the previous years they only invited the college.
College. Yes. Okay.
But according to the
Guidelines,
I
yes.
think they're allowed, I think, at least 17 or 16.
Years
And,
old, meaning years
must
old.
not be beyond 21, I think.
Okay.
If I remember it correctly.
So our students at the FPA, specifically our senior high school students, can fit into that particular criterion.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's really good, no? Was it like? No, I'm trying to recall as well the time that you had prepared for this particular competition. Maybe Sir Jenkins can also appraise us as to how you gathered and maybe chose these two gentlemen out of the many students that you may have.
At first, I'm having a hard time finding the right one because
Okay.
so far all of my STEM students already graduated. Okay, and I don't know the current grade 11
Okay.
because I can't find someone who got some potential.
Okay.
And my best choice right now during that time is to find those who are enthusiasts in mobile robotics. And I suddenly remember our conversation
With Larry.
with Larry,
Okay.
and I contacted him,
Okay.
and right after that I asked him who can recommend someone as their partner in this competition because it's actually a pair, a team that must be in the competition.
Okay, yeah. So a team of two, no?
Yes,
Two
ma'am.
members.
Two
Yes,
members.
okay.
Team of two members.
And like, did you prepare them specifically for the contest, sir? What did you do to prepare specifically for the competition, both in the provincial and regional level? And by the way, both of them got gold, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, grabe, no? Gold in the provincial skills, and then another gold when you reach the regional. Wow, great. For first timers, that's really a big achievement. Please continue, Sir Jenkins.
We only need first. I really don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Because this is my first time. I just read the guidelines. It's quite complicated.
Okay.
And then the test package used is also complicated. And hence, here comes a meeting, a general meeting conducted by TESDA. And I met the expert of MDC.
Yeah.
So I think we already...
MDC is Metro Dumaguete College,
Yes,
no?
ma'am.
One of our schools here in the city.
we talk. I think he got some knowledge about this competition, and we talk what package should we use, what we need to modify, and hence we created a modified test package so that what we'll be using during the competition proper.
Okay.
During the preparation days, there are a lot of issues because the availability of the robots, the parts are not really that readily.
Oh, yeah. It's not readily available, no?
Readily functioning. I
Okay.
think.
Functioning. Not even functioning yet.
Yes, ma'am. So there's a problem in that particular case, and we resort to what we have, like MBOTs, the different extended versions of those MBOTs. We use what we have, and finally, Larry and Paul. Created a design
Okay.
that made us one.
Yes, right, yes. So what was the design, Paul and Larry, specifically? Maybe you can describe it to our viewers. Larry.
First of all, I want to share a short story about our design because
Yes.
our preparation will be 1 week, sir, or 2 weeks? We have 2 weeks with preparation. We prepared the robot that we will able to use for 2 weeks. We practice that robot, but before the day of the competition, we have some technical issue. The availability of the robot is not functioning, and then our last resort, which is the MBOT. So me and my team, our coach, during having a hard time in our training area about we're going home about 9 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Yeah.
for preparation for tomorrow's, and the design is on the competition. On the day of the competition, we design it, and not just that, because our first design is not also functioning during the competition. So we have able to redesign the clamp. We do it yourself lang. The body in the competition about 3 p.m. has broke up, and some of it has overheating, but we find a way to, like, 15 minutes changing, making robots like 15 minutes is a very pressure for us.
Yes, of course.
We don't have lunch, and also to my partner, it's very difficult for him to disassemble the robot because the robot is very strong, but the body broke up in the competition. So
while you were already in the
in
competition,
competition.
when it was already starting the
Yes,
competition,
yes.
oh my.
And during the judging time,
Yeah.
it broke up, and we have 15 minutes also. We have only 15 minutes to rebuild, so we rebuild it for 15 minutes, and we make it perfectly about 15 minutes. And the clamp also, and the sensors are malfunctioning. We reprogram it about 5 minutes.
Oh my goodness. No, I
And-
can just imagine. Yes.
Thanks to God also it will function very well,
Yes,
and
yes,
have us to gold in the provincial.
Yes, you know, it's like magic, no? Listening to it, it's like magic. It did not work, and then all of a sudden it worked, given 5 minutes or so. What is your story also, Paul?
So same as like Larry, and yeah, it's true. It's very difficult to assemble and disassemble the bot because all the bolts and parts are super old, and it's difficult to. And the body of the robot has broken up to pieces because it's fragile, and
Yeah.
and the claw is malfunctioning. So even the motherboard is overheating. So me and Larry find a way to make another body and a design. So it come up to my mind, and like I'm balancing everything so it will function well. So in the end, it functioned well.
Yes.
Like,
An M-bot, what is the difference between the M-bot and the robot, as mentioned by the
M-bot is
students.
still kind of a robot.
still, but that's allowed, sir, during the
Yes, well,
competition.
we have freedom to choose
Okay.
what parts, what
Yeah.
particular what do you call this brand or thing?
Yeah, or a model, maybe,
what
no?
model,
Yes,
we're
yes.
free to choose what model we'll be using during the competition. But the goal in the competition is to achieve the different tasks
Okay,
given.
yeah.
I think during the provincial competition, we are doing mobile hospital management.
Okay, okay. With the aid of a robot, no?
Yes, ma'am, because as you know, mobile robotics, one of the goals is to promote safety, especially when working in an hazardous environment. So mobile robotics can help those people who are working on that particular environment and were able to navigate through those environments
Yeah.
with the help of these mobile robots.
Yes, right.
So what we're doing in the competition is to simulate those things and try to transfer different package from one station to another. So that's the goal, and thankfully,
Yeah.
we're able to achieve.
Yeah, and they work, no? But that's for the provincial competition, right?
Yes,
The mobile hospital. How about in the regional competition? Because you both got gold, no?
For the regional competition, it is factory resorting,
Okay.
factory management.
Okay. Including sorting, no?
Yes.
Maybe goods, no? Maybe goods or dry goods.
items.
Yes, because it's a factory.
Yes, yes.
Wow, great. And then what happened? Maybe Larry.
For the regional competition, me and my team, I request some 2 weeks preparation at that time, but it's very funny in the competition because I prepared a lot of codes, but it won't work in the competition because my reserve, the board are not working, and I have the last one resort, and that board is malfunctioning again because of my fault. Is I go to negative to positive because of the time control. I was so pressured at that time. So the Arduino I prepared in 2 weeks also will not able to work. But suddenly me and my team talking about what we can do, what to do. So John Paul talk about the provincial robot because the provincial robot and the regional robot is not the same design because the provincial is the hospital management and the factory management. So we copy paste the provincial robot. We use also the resources in the provincial, so we make it well, and also to have interaction with the regional director is very happy on us because we achieved the impossible things because also we have 30 minutes the robot got overheat because of the I believe that robot is very old. So about mga 30 minutes, so the robot will overheat, and we're so worried about it we cannot perform. But suddenly, the robot will get cold and it perform well, and it's very pressure for us because the regional director is watching on us.
Yes, of course.
And also the other news TV.
Yes, the members of media.
There's a lot of media.
Yeah. All of this happened in Cebu, sir, no? Yes, okay. But I'd like to ask also Paul, no? Were you pressured? I think it's a combination of so many emotions, no? Like Larry mentioned, being pressured, perhaps the anxiety, no? Because after all, it's a competition. Sige, Paul.
Yes, it's true. It's true that three of us are getting pressured at the robot because in the competition because even the expert is watching us.
Of
the
course.
three of us.
Yeah.
Like he is expecting us to the robot will function well and perform well. So we find a way to make the robot function, and while he is making the program and I am making the body and the design and the hardware also. So I instead making a plan about how to design the bot and gather the resource from the hospital management to factory.
Yeah.
So I combine them all and I make one robot that function well.
Yeah. If I'd like to ask Sir Jenkins, if the robot was really functioning well, no, even during the provincial skills competition, I think they would not be doing anything anymore, sir.
The design of the truck
Yeah.
is different compared to the provincial.
Okay.
And it is because it got some higher standard.
In the regional.
Yes, ma'am, because we modify the package we used in the provincial.
Okay.
And in the regional, it must be based on the national level. Okay, and thankfully, we're able to achieve what we need.
Yeah. But what I meant was, even if the robots were not, or the MBots, no, were not functioning as expected, probably, sir, no? I was thinking, if the robots or the MBots, for example, really functioned well, then they would not like tinker anymore, and it will be maybe easier on their part.
Yes, ma'am, but as I what said a while ago,
Yeah.
the goal is now different. So meaning they need to tinker
Oh,
to
yes.
change the design
Yes, yes.
that can make more suitable for that particular test package.
Which is now the factory, right? So from hospital to factory. But these are two different, how do you call that? Two different sets or package, no? Two different, right? No similarity at all.
Yes, we have.
Hospital and
They have similarities.
similarities.
And the design is we're able to create a design that are not really similar, but at least they have the same function to the provincial, and they're able to create I think the one we actually created a 3D print of the clamp
3D.
instead of the one we're using in the provincial.
Okay.
And that's the one of the difference between the two, because the clamp being used in the provincial is not really functioning well, and but this time in the regional we're able to prepare more,
Yeah.
and hence we're able to create that. Well, the clamp actually, what happened to the clamp again? Broke.
Actually, the clamp broke up. That
also.
clamp broke also in the competition 5 minutes. So I tell John Paul to glue gun it immediately because it is the last.
Yeah. In other words, the gentlemen have a presence of mind, including your coach or your expert. But sir, you were in the background.
Yes,
Although you're still part of the team, but you're an expert, and perhaps you were part also of those who assessed the other competitors. No? But presence of mind, gentlemen, before we, very quickly, before we end the episode, presence of mind, I think you all possess presence of mind. Otherwise, you probably would not be able to think very well, given the pressure, the anxiety, people who are watching you, and so on. See, Larry, presence of mind, like being on top of the situation.
Yes, for me, ma'am, it's a presence of mind and also logic for us because I have a part also surrendering because of all of the robots. I tell my coach, I surrender, but my coach motivate me. And also then I think about presence of mind, logic, what to do, what to do right, and also I tell my teammate to what to do, and combine. We work hard and teamwork and make the robot function well.
Yes, because it would really be easy to just say, give up, I give up, or everything is not going well. Yeah, how about what went on in your mind also, Paul?
Same as he. But
Yes.
I was going to surrender, but I was thinking that what if we failed the school, and so yeah, we find a way like when he is ordering me to do, and I follow what his orders do, like doing the preparation and even the robot will always find a way like to make it work again.
Your strands or the track that you are pursuing very quickly, I think would be related also to robotics or the sciences, no? Even if Paul is into arts and design, no? It can
Arts and
be
design
kind of
can-
interrelated, no?
Design some bots,
Yes,
like
right.
make a design and a blueprint
Yes,
on
right.
how to make the design and combine
Yes,
everything of
yeah.
what you have, the resource.
Right. So it's kind of related. And then also for Larry, yours is ABM.
ABM is
ABM. So that's agriculture?
And,
sorry.
accounting,
Accounting,
business
sorry.
management.
Accounting, business, and management. No? So it can also be quite related. Kind of. No? You also
not
have...
really related, ma'am.
Not really?
Yes,
maybe? Okay. But you may have robotic subjects also, no?
No,
None
I don't
at
have
all, yes.
robotics.
So in the few minutes that we have left, sir, very quickly, perhaps this is a particular avenue for you to thank, express your gratitude to individuals who may have helped you, and invite also viewers out there who may be interested to join Foundation University, and in particular the FPA. I'll start off with Larry, then onwards to Sir Jenkins.
First of all, I want to thank Sir Aljon Solorio, the admin of the FPA
Yeah.
Foundation University Preparatory Academy, and also to thank our director of the TESDA, Ma'am Richie Inojaldo, and Sir January Ramskit for helping us in the food, in the competition, and also to thank my coach, my teammate, and also to thank you, Ma'am, for inviting us here. And so
Yeah, so congratulations once again. Yeah, for John Paul.
So I would like thank everyone for, and especially to Sir Aljun, the principal of Foundation High School. And I will also thank Sir Jenkins and my teammate Larry for a great teamwork, and I hope we win in another competition.
Will you go to the national
Yes,
level?
yes.
Ay, wow, yes, okay. Yeah, thank you, John Paul. Yes, Sir Jenkins.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of those people who helped us in achieving this kind of achievement. First, I'm going to thank Foundation University as a whole, especially to our administrator, Sir Aljon Bisolorio, and also to my team. Okay, I'm very proud of them.
Yes, my goodness.
Okay, for this is beyond my expectation.
Yeah.
Our achievement is beyond our expectation, but we're able to win the gold, brought the bacon.
Yeah, bringing home the bacon.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am. I would like also to invite all those viewers who are interested in robotics to come here in FPA, join us. Especially, we'll be launching the robotics program,
yeah.
the value-added program here in FPA this coming January. So maybe to those who are my students who are interested in robotics, and those who are willing to learn robotics, we're also willing to teach you. Okay, my team here are willing to teach you on how to do robotics.
Yes,
Okay, that's
and yeah, thank you very much, and Godspeed, and good luck to the nationals. When will it be? Is there a date already?
March.
By next year. Yes. Okay. So good luck, really, and Godspeed, and congratulations once again to the honor and the accolade that you have given to Foundation Preparatory Academy, and of course to Foundation University in general. With that, friends, we bring to a close another episode of iGreyhound. We are truly proud of the achievements of our team from Foundation Preparatory Academy, as they have brought glory and honor to Foundation University through their achievements in both the provincial as well as the national competitions, particularly sponsored by TESDA. And yes, please do not forget, our replays are on Fridays and Saturdays from 2 o'clock in the afternoon to 3 in the afternoon on Channel 6 of Filproducts TV-Dumaguete. And we are also being streamed live on the Facebook page of Foundation University. Thank you very much once again to Miss Rofi of Yvonne's Closet for making sure that I look chic on the show as always. With that, we also congratulate all our representatives from Foundation Preparatory Academy. This has been Cecile Henove bidding everyone a pleasant evening.
Grit, determination, resilience. These traits are what made Foundation University overcome the obstacles of the pandemic for more than 2 years. With the future being uncertain, it was difficult to make plans. Life, or whatever was left of it, in the minds of Foundationites was at a standstill. This year, just in time for the new academic year, Foundation University shows to the world that she can weather any storm. With full face-to-face classes back, the campus brims with life as teachers and learners make up for time spent online. The challenges in the past have tested how far Foundation University can go. From where we are, there is nowhere we can go but up. As we rise and stand united, we face the coming year with optimism and hope as Foundation University proudly soars on her 74th year. Just as the Greyhound is capable of leaping to greater heights, so does Foundation University. FU at 74 proudly soar.